Hello my YouTube friends, today's video is sponsored by Owned, but I'm gonna tell you the first thing you need to check is the stats window while you're live streaming. So while you're live streaming, you go into OBS, you go to view, and then you're going to go to stats, and it's bringing up this stats window right here. You can see a window while you're live streaming. So while you're live streaming, you go into OBS, you go to view, and then you're going to go to stats, and it's bringing up this stats window right here. You can see I brought this up while I was live streaming, and it shows you the CPU usage that you have over here on the left in the top pane. You have your frames per second, the average amount of time it takes to render a frame, and then you have your render and your encoding lag. And this is going to be shown by frames drop. In this case, I had 21 frames drop from render lag and 0 frames drop from encoding lag. If this is bad for you, one of these will be in red. In the lower pane, you can see that this is the actual health of the stream from a network perspective. I have 0 dropped frames, and you can see my bit rate over there on the right hand side. That's the 6000 that I use, plus whatever the bit rate is for the audio. So just keep in mind that the audio is generally added to the 6000 bit rate on your video. So it's not unusual for your bit rate to be a touch over 6000, or whatever bit rate you have set, because that bit rate doesn't actually include the audio. And once again, if I was having problems or difficulties with my upload speed, this would be red and we'd be dropping a lot of frames. So this is the first thing you want to check, and you want to do it while you're live streaming. That's the only thing that's going to give you the information that you need to go to the next step. Now we know which process is causing our dropped frames, and if no dropped frames showed up in the stats window, then it could be a matter of how you're sending the signal to the streaming service. So if your stats look good, the next thing you need to check is the proper settings for your streaming service. First, on YouTube, receive it, and if you do that, you're going to custom layouts in just a few minutes, and they all have
So the last thing we ever want to see whenever we're and I had to make this video because there's just not side of things, because guys, if you don't, it's literally like the hardware within your system where there's just do have drop frames due to a network connectivity in a VPN a couple weeks ago, and I just never noticed that, hey, maybe that's the reason why I'm getting 60%. Never. This might be because you are running a VPN. Yes, I was running a VPN a couple weeks ago and I just never noticed that, hey, maybe that's the reason it comes into your system. And then from there, just scroll down just a little.